What's up, YouTube? It's the Recollect Burnout, and you're down in my
snake pit.
Alright, so I've had a lot of requests for me to tell the story of when I stopped a guy from jumping a fence. And by a lot of requests, I mean there was at least one person that in the comments section a while back asked me to tell it. So here it is. It's been a while, probably a year and a half, 2 years. This was prior to me getting to my back surgery. I know I had the bad back. Anyway, so I'm going to try not to embellish it as much as possible and just give you what happened. And maybe you can learn some lessons. I know I learned a few lessons. So, nice cool evening. My in-laws are in town. I fired up the fire pit out on the back patio. So we're all sitting around in our patio chairs around this fire. Dusk happens. It's getting darker. And I'm sitting there. I'm holding my middle child. She just fell asleep. And I hear footsteps in the alley behind us. We have a 6-foot fence. So here's the first lesson. If you're putting up a wooden fence, I personally recommend putting what some people call the pretty side. Put that on the exterior. You know how you have those runners that go horizontal? Keep those on the inside. It doesn't look as pretty, I know, so people build their fences with the pretty side in, but what you've done is you've created a ladder for anyone to climb your fence into your yard. Alright? You don't want to make it easy on them. A lot of crooks are lazy. They're not going to try to scale a simple 6-foot fence or whatever. They got those runners, ladder, right into your yard. So I hear footsteps in the alley. Apparently I'm the only one that heard them. Everyone else kind of just talking. Like I said, mother and father-in-law are in town. They're sitting there. You know, we're all chatting. Sounds like work boots or something. Cool. So I'm kind of like, hairs stand up on the back of my head. And, well, I really don't have hairs on my head, but on the back of my neck. Anyway, you know, people walk up and down the alley, but it's late. Why is someone walking down that alley? And then they stop. And then I hear someone climbing the fence. There's my phone, of course. But I look over my left shoulder to the back corner of where the sound was coming from, and this big old dude, and I'm not even going to get into race, color, whatever. I'll tell you, it was a male, and he looked pretty intense. I'll say that. He's up on the fence, like from the waist up, holding himself up, and got like kind of a wife beater style shirt. He's holding himself up, and it's kind of right where mine and my neighbor's fence meets. So he's actually looking into my neighbor's yard more. Hadn't even noticed us sitting around the fire yet. Like I said, at dusk, it's pretty much getting dark at this point. My neighbor, I noticed their blinds are up. You know, so that's another thing. Leave your blinds down unless it keeps people from looking in your house. So he's looking in there. He's casing it. He is looking intense. Here's what really put me on edge. My oldest daughter was next door at that house having a sleepover. Now he wasn't looking at them like a peeping Tom. He was looking to commit crime, break in. He was scouting the place. He was intense, and he was ready to make a move. Now, like I said, I'm holding my child, and all kinds of stuff just raced through your mind, like, you know, got to pass her off, have to confront this individual, and I don't have my firearm. So some of you, I know, you're like, you dummy, carry everywhere. I'm at home, I was relaxed, you know, got family in town. I had put it in the safe. You know, I was just sitting out there. Felt pretty safe in this neighborhood. Well, you never know when you're going to need something. And especially my back problems, I'm not up for hand-to-hand combat. That'd be the last thing I would want to do, because pretty sure this dude could whoop me. Alright, so what I have my voice, and I have my Kershaw Oh So Sweet. So first thing kicked in, I mean it's happening fast. I just kind of look over, and as deep and loud as I possibly could, I didn't realize I was doing it at the time, just projected that voice and was like, "What the hell are you doing?" Really loud. And it just echoed perfectly over there, and it startled him. He's like, "Ooh." You know, that's when he noticed there was people sitting around this fire. You know, so he's so intense on my neighbors, he hadn't even looked over into my yard yet. And he came up with the lamest excuse. Said he was looking for his van. And I said, "Your van isn't in my neighbor's yard, and it's not in their house." And he's like, "Whoa, I just want to see if I can cut through the yard. I think it's on the other street here." And I said, "Your van isn't on my street. It's not on my block." And I said, "You're not going to cut through my neighbor's yard, my yard, or any of my neighbor's yards up and down this block." And somewhere in there, when I'm saying this, I had handed off baby girl to my father-in-law. I had stood up and had flicked my Kershaw Oh So Sweet out, and it made that sound. And that was enough. Apparently I won this one because that dude wasn't armed, I guess. And just me, the shadow me standing up, you know, shadow me standing up and flicking the sound of a knife flicking out. I don't even know if he could see it. It was, you know, getting that dark. And I started walking over there, and he jumped down. He jumped down, and the last thing he said on the other side of the fence was, "Well, you don't have to be a jerk about it." And I hear him run off. I was like, you know, emotions running high. The rest of my family's just still sitting there. They don't know what the hell's going on. They're just like in shock, I guess. And so I look over, I was like, tell my wife, you know, grab the phone, we gotta call the cops and give them a description of this dude. So I get on the phone, I give them a description, tell them what happened, and that was it. Cops never showed up, never saw him patrolling. This dude is still out there. But he ain't come back to my place. So don't make yourself a soft target. Be aware of your surroundings. You might want to think about carrying, even at your home. At minimal, I mean, Kershaw Oh So Sweet did it for me. Now, if we'd actually battled, I don't know, maybe I'd have got a few stabs in. If that dude had a gun, we'd just been toast. Plain and simple. You know, he might have gunned me down, gunned my family down, did whatever. But here's another thing. I didn't jump over the fence and go chasing him. That's the last thing you want to do. You may want to, but even if you chase him down and overpower him, kill him, who knows what, if he doesn't kill you, you're in trouble. That happened in when I lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico for a while. Someone did that. Someone had broke into their home, and he fought him and then chased him down the street and wound up killing the dude, but it was off his property at that point. So because he chased him down, the good guy's in jail now. So there it is. Maybe the story didn't end how you wanted it, but learn a few lessons, and we'll see you next time back here at the Snake Pit. Boom.